Well, I'm really pleased. Openers are always a little bit scary, and I thought our guys did a lot of good things with our preparation and really tried to do some of the things that we want to do defensively, and a little bit sloppy first half offensively, and yet, it's two halves where we score 48 points. If we make free throws, we're well over 100 points. So other than foul line, I thought we started to move the ball well, and we've got a huge presence inside. And as the guys learn to play through Mo and around Mo, I think things will really open up for us for the perimeter, because we'd like to get more than 25 threes up and more than 8 makes, but it's got to flow through Mo. It's got to start by being an inside-out deal. And so I think for the most part, defensively, very pleased. And I thought offensively we did a lot of good things. We settled down in the second half, didn't turn the ball over as much. Anytime you get 22 assists, that's a good night.
What did you see out of Chris Wilkes? He had a career high tonight.
Well, I thought Chris is a prolific scorer, and Chris does, I thought the two glaring things was 27 points he's 11 for 19, and then Moses is 9 for 10. Moses in his first college game goes 19-17. And so those two are a great inside out. Jalen, I thought really ran the show, 7 assists, 2 turnovers. That's huge for us. Thought Chris Smith was great off our bench. Thought he did a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. But Chris is he's a scorer. I think the thing I like most about Chris is he's got 10 rebounds. I think that's probably a career high as well. And being a big guard, we need for him to help on the glass. And the huge difference in this game was the backboard, and that's going to be a big key to our defense.
Coach, 84 offensive possessions tonight. Last year's average was 74.2. Is that kind of what you want to see from this team? Is that pace?
Yeah, we've never really had a possession problem. You're talking about offense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've always been, 73 plus in possessions. But I did think that when the game gets going up and down and it got fast paced, that really favored us, even though that they're playing a lot of guards. I thought that favored us because now we get on the open floor, we're long, we're athletic, and we did some really good things that way. I thought I think we were up 26-27, and then they scored 7 straight out of a timeout. And that was really the only stretch that I thought was really poor for us defensively. But I thought our guys did some good. I thought the freshmen, it was good for them to get a game under their belt. Jalen Hill hadn't played, so it was a good game for him to get under his belt. And I thought our vets did a nice job.
Steve, defensively, it seems like you guys have the elements to be a good defensive team here. How much is the improved depth, compared to last year, you think going to help that? And how good of a defensive team do you think you guys can?
Well, I hope we get some guys back. We don't have great depth right now, but our rotation is very good. I'm pleased with the rotation, but Cody Riley is not just a good defender, he's a go-to guy offensively. So Cody Riley is a difference maker for us, having a power forward like that. So he complements what we do inside very, very well. Alex Olashinsky is somebody we hope we get back sometime over the break, and he's a pick and pop stretch 4 that can shoot threes, and he gives us a different element as well. So, hopefully at some point those guys get back in the mix. That's going to help our depth. But right now I still like our depth, and during that I think a lot of young guys can get some minutes and learn. But I think first, when you just look at the eye test, I think we're pretty physical. I think we're long and athletic, and when we're in attack mode, we're pretty good offensively going downhill. We got a long way to go yet with half-court offense, because I think once we got to half-court, we stood a lot and we didn't screen and cut like we have to do. So those things will come. That's very, very usual for your opener. When you have success in transition, then all of a sudden you got to play at half-court, you stand a lot. And so we'll see that on film and be able to teach, and these guys will pick that up.
Do you ever remember having a guy with 17 rebounds in his first college game?
When you think of first college games, at 19 and 17, and again only 10 shots, Mo's just special. I told him, he got hammered on a foul, and I've been telling him, if you don't make free throws, the foul's going to get harder. And so I brought him over and I said, was that a pretty hard foul? He goes, yeah, it was real hard. And I go, why do you think that happened? He goes, because I'm not making my free throws. And so he knows, and he'll get those down because he's really been working hard on it. And I'm going to give him that one game because I do think he'll make more foul shots, and he'll shoot more. What's impressive is he got 19 and 17 and only got the line 4 times, because I think he's somebody, though, has the potential of getting to the free throw line about 10 times a game. He is long, he's big, and you saw his motor tonight. It just, when you got that kind of size and you play that hard, good things eventually happen. And I give our guys credit. You know, at halftime he had 3 shots, and that was our whole halftime talk. Was Moses has to get more than 3 touches, 3 shots, and so it's a great credit to our guys. They found him in the second half.
Coach, you were talking this week about improving three-point defense. How do you think you did that?
Yeah, I think other than that one stretch I talked about, I think they made 2 of their threes. And I had to look, but I would guess that in the last 6 minutes, they might have made 3 threes in that last 6 minutes when the game was in hand. You know, we really wanted to find Harold. We felt like for them to beat us, Harold and Concha were going to have huge games because they got some new guys playing for the first time, and we love the matchup inside, so we really weren't worried on the front court. It was really, could we defend the perimeter? And Concha's a very good player, but you know, we did force him into 6 turnovers. We didn't give him a lot of easy stuff for the most part, but he had a good game. But I thought Harold, we did a very good job on him because I think he's a really good player. We got him in foul trouble, and that's something that we wanted to do. If we could get one or both of those guys in foul trouble, we thought that would really help us. And so, you know, I have to look at the tape, but you know, we don't like giving up 37 3 attempts, but we knew this was a team that they like shooting that many threes, so it's kind of hard when the ball just doesn't go inside that much with that offense. They rely on the 3-point shots, and I thought for the most part we defended it pretty well.
On the Mo's Tech, was that hanging on the rim?
No, he
Good.
slapped the backboard.
Okay.
It's a New York habit that we're trying to break.
And then he left the court briefly. What was that about?
I took him out for slapping the backboard.
No, I mean he went in the locker room or whatever.
Oh, I have. I'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him. Big Mo can do some things. You just kind of go with it. That's Big Mo. I guess I just want him to come back to the court, but I have no idea why he left the court. I don't know. He's fine though. He doesn't have an injury or anything. He might have to go to the bathroom.
You mentioned a good assist to turnover ratio for Jalen, but it did seem like he had a lot of early shot clock shots. Did that bother you at all?
Well, what bothered me was we got off to a good start and then we quick shot. And I don't mind, I literally don't mind open transition threes. I've never minded that. I think analytically it's a good thing. But playing this team, our whole emphasis was dominate the paint. And because I just didn't think they had an answer for Moses. And I think they'd agree with me on that. And so I just thought we got away from attacking the paint off the drive and got away in the first half of getting the ball inside. But I do think we did a better job. Thought we did a better job offensively in the second half, not as good a defensive job in the second half. When it got a little lopsided, I thought we got a little lax defensively.
All right, thank you.